Hey, my name is Chase, and I've been making videos since I was 9 years old. I think I would say I was naturally drawn towards the camera. So this is gonna be an open and honest look at everything that I've been through in the past 11 years. So my story starts pretty much right here in this spot. This is the same house that I grew up in all of my life. I sometimes go back to see, the videos of my childhood. I honestly think it's pretty clear to me that even back then, I knew that this was going to be my future. I don't know, I guess something about it was always interesting to me, whether it was just simply the fact that I could see myself on camera, or maybe there is some kind of psychological, deeper meaning to all this. In the end, I don't know, I just was always drawn to the camera. It was like the one thing in life that I found particularly interesting. I remember when I was really young, it must have been when I was 6 or 7 years old. Somehow I found out about this website called YouTube, and for me, all it really meant was just looking up Thomas the Train videos. I vividly remember sitting behind our computer and just watching a bunch of Thomas the Train videos on YouTube. It wasn't until a few years later when I got my older brother to make a YouTube channel for me and my friends. Our channel was called The Awesome Group, in all caps, with awesome spelled incorrectly. And growing up, I was so just entertained and fascinated by Jackass that was what we wanted to do. We did stupid stunts and, skateboarding in the backyard or whatever, taking an inflatable tube and trying to ride it down the stairs. I actually remember the day when we were trying to figure out what to call this, and, we needed a name for our stupid little Jackass inspired series. One of us ended up coming up with Numbnuts.
Welcome to Numbnuts.
And that is how I started making YouTube videos. We spent pretty much all of 2008 through 2011 or 2012-ish just making stupid Numbnuts videos where we did stupid stunts and pranks. It was really just a fun time, I mean, looking back at all those years now, that was the epitome of YouTube. Just a bunch of friends and I wanting to make stupid videos just to sort of entertain ourselves. I think I always found something satisfying about seeing my growth, especially in video. I mean, yeah, it was, I guess, like a really big payoff to sort of see what you created in front of the camera and, seeing the final product. I was just growing so much as a person, I guess, and sort of as a creator especially. Learning how to make videos and, learning what worked and what didn't work and what I enjoyed making. I feel like it is almost like any other physical skill where you can just keep practicing and practicing, whether it's, football or like soccer or whatever the hell. With video, that is essentially what I did for the past 11 years. I just kept practicing video, and even now I'm still practicing with video. I guess it's almost like a time capsule to see, what kind of skill level you were here compared to here and so on. I'm coming up on my senior year in high school, and I'm going to be graduating in May 2016.
So what I wanted to do was document my last year in high school.
Looking back through, this whole journey of life that I've been going through, if I had to pick sort of the conflict of my life, it would definitely be high school, because that was just a major difficult time in my life.
And like nowadays, I just really wish I could like build a time machine and go back to that time when we were all just kids, really innocent kids, and nothing mattered. There wasn't anything about money or girls or school. It was just us kids having a fun time together, filming stupid stuff that nobody would be able to see.
I sort of saw high school as like the turning point in my life, where I had this sort of vision of where I wanted to be by the time I finished high school. And I think that definitely set me up for failure.
During the past like 5 or 6 years, I've been rejected a total of 10 times now.
Looking back at the videos that I made, especially during my like early years in high school, you could definitely tell that I took relationships very seriously.
I feel like I was on that tipping point where if one person was to reject me, I would just fall over,
And that definitely sort of had a dark and just negative impact on what I was doing for videos.
You love this person, but they don't love you back, and it's cool. I totally understand that, we're all human and we all have our different feelings.
How does it feel to get rejected by?
It was pretty harsh. It sucked.
By the time I got to my senior year of high school, I feel like all of my personal issues just kind of built up and culminated into this just giant negative thing. Definitely one of the darkest years in my life. I mean, every time I look back at my senior year of high school, it did just kind of feel like the saying of when it rains, it pours. Because it was just back to back to back everything in my life just going wrong. And in the end, it was just kind of like a personal thing where I had to step back and sort of re-evaluate my entire life, because I had no idea where I was or where I wanted to go, and that was a big issue for me. I don't know if this is going to be usable, but we'll see what happens. Looking into the future now, I think one of the biggest sort of challenges I have is just trying to figure out where I go from here. I'm getting a degree in basically film, and I think trying to figure out how to make that work for me is gonna be an interesting little feat. I've just been like doing this by myself for such a long time, and just having it be such a normal part of my life. I really don't know what I'm gonna do going forward, if I'm being honest. I mean, in general, that's pretty much how I've been going through my whole life. I had no idea that I would graduate high school. I had no idea that I would get into college, and now I just have no idea what's next. I've pretty much said this since the beginning, really. As much as I enjoy making videos, and obviously I have like a passion for it, to me it was never your traditional hobby, It was never a matter of if making videos for a living was going to work out for me. It was more of a matter of when it's gonna start working out for me, Like, I was so just dedicated to this, and I've literally spent over half of my life dedicated to this passion of mine. I still don't necessarily know what it means to be successful, but I'm still definitely trying, and I've been trying for the past 11 years. As cheesy as it sounds, the one thing that I do know for a fact is that I'm always gonna be making videos. It's the one thing in life that I've found sort of passion in, and like I found can kind of soothe me, and I've been doing it for like over half of my life. Like it's not something that I feel like is going to go away from my life anytime soon. So I don't know what's gonna happen. I guess we're just gonna keep on going forward, and we'll see what happens.